Hi, may peace and blessings be with you. Things are usually worse in our heads than they actually are. In today's video, I want to share a funny situation that happened with me during this past week. And I've summarized process into a few simple steps that I would like to share with you. And I'm hopeful that this will be beneficial for you. So Thursday was a very busy day for me at work. I had a lot of back-to-back meetings. I also had a class for my MBA program in the evening that started at 6 p.m. and ended around 9 p.m. I also had an assignment due for that class that day. So needless to say, it was going to be a very busy day for me. And I knew about it on Wednesday night. So my husband and I had a quick touch base to talk about the game plan for the next day. And he's like, I'll cover dinner, don't worry about it. I'll take care of the kids. You basically do what you need to do and don't worry about other things. So I went on with my day doing my, things that I needed to do, attend my meetings and things like that. I was not able to take a lot of breaks and engage with my family, with my kids that day. And then in the evening when my class started, I went straight from work to class and without even a break in between. And I was fasting that day, and the fast was going to open during my class. So 10 minutes before the fast was going to open, I could smell all these good things there, cooking and all of that, all the commotion downstairs. My office is upstairs, so I could hear them in the background downstairs, and I could also smell the food. So 10 minutes before the fast opened, I texted my husband to let him know the exact time, because I'm the time tracker for fasts and things like that in my house. So I get a text back from him, okay. So the fast opens, the time comes and goes, and nobody came over to check on me, to bring me any water or dates or anything like that. So I was very shocked by that, but I didn't want to take a lot of time away from my class. So I just quickly ran to the bathroom, grabbed a cup, and drank some water from the bathroom faucet. Came back, and I was at that point really upset that everybody had forgotten about me. They're all eating downstairs. Nobody's thinking about me. What happened? Did they forget that I was in the house? So all these like crazy thoughts are going through my head. I was really upset. I'm smiling about it now, but at the time I was very mad. So I finished my class, and after my class, um, I had before my class ended, while I was still upset, I had sent a text to my husband letting him know that I felt really sad that I was totally forgotten. And at that point, it dawned on him that I somebody probably should have checked on me and all that good stuff. But so what I did was I locked the door and I went straight to bed after my class and rested for a little bit, for about 20 minutes, I think. That allowed me to cool down. And during that time, after I had cooled down, I was able to think about the whole situation from his perspective. I thought about how he had practically run our whole household by himself that day, with the kids, homework, and even making dinner and everything. And he made sure that when the fast opened, everybody had food and the kids ate. So how can I be mad, right? How can I be upset at him because he had made sure that he gave me the time and space that I needed to get my work done and my class work done. So how can I be mad at him? So by then I was feeling a whole lot better, and I could see things from his perspective. And I decided to go downstairs because I had a feeling that he probably hadn't eaten because I wasn't there. So I went downstairs, and he saw me, and we both hugged. And of course, at that point, I had tears coming down my cheeks, and I was like, what happened? And he's like, I'm so sorry. He said, I didn't know that you didn't have any snack or anything with you. And I was like, okay. He's like, I thought you had snack. And I was like, why? How could you think I had snacks upstairs? And he said, because I saw you take snacks upstairs. And at that point, I just started laughing, because what had happened was, during one of my meetings at work, we had played a scavenger hunt during our virtual meeting, where one of the things we had to do was to run and grab your favorite snack to show and tell during the meeting. So I had run down to, I only had 60 seconds to do this. So I had run downstairs to grab my favorite snack to show it to the group. And then later on, I had taken it back downstairs to put it away. So he had seen me bring snack, but he didn't see me bring it back. So he thought I had snack. So we both had a good laugh about it. But after this situation, looking back at it, I was thinking that this happens to us all the time, right? So we get caught up in a negative thought or negative emotion, and then we are stewing over it, and we let it affect our day-to-day lives, right? We react in situations like that in a very negative way. So what can we do differently? So I've tried to simplify it into 5 steps. It looks a lot, but I think once we practice it, it it it's not very difficult to do, right? So the first step is to acknowledge when you have a negative thought. We can't just say, don't ever think badly or don't have negative thoughts, right? Because that's a reality. We all have negative thoughts. We all have, situations that are beyond our controls that um, make us upset, make us sad. So, step one is to really acknowledge that negative thought. Step two is to take a pause, take a step back. Um, that's really the best thing you can do rather than reacting right away to the situation. The ways you can take a pause is just, taking a few deep breaths, maybe going out for a walk, or meditating, right? Or praying. Or in my case, I had to go lay down to take a break. So anything that you can do to relax, to de-stress, please do that. Step three is to reflect on the situation, reflect on the entire situation. And this time, not just from your own perspective, right? Think of it from the other person's point of view also, right? Um, in this time, I also want us to challenge ourselves to see things from the other person's point of view while giving them the benefit of the doubt, right? So people generally want to help you. It's just that everybody sees things from their own viewpoint, right? So this is our chance to actually reflect back at the situation, looking at it from the other person's point of view. Then we want to reset our emotions, our feelings towards this whole situation, right? At this time, you have already acknowledged, you have taken a pause, you have reflected upon the situation. Now is the time to reset. What positive intention can you bring with you to the situation? What positive emotion, what positive action can you take to change this circumstance, to change the situation? And then the last step is to, with all of this, last step is to really engage with the situation, right? Engage with the person in a very positive way after you have taken it all in. I think that I really believe that I've heard of the quote that life is 10% what happens to us and 90% as to how we react to it, right? I'm paraphrasing, of course. So really, with every situation, I think we have to look at our own contributions, right? What positive intention or positive action are we bringing to every situation with us? So I really think that this was helpful. If it is, please share with me things that you're doing to bring positive intentions and positive actions with you to negative situations in your life. Thank you.